No'ai Kealoha ia kākou. I'm Charles Edward Kealoha, a Native Hawaiian whaler. I left my home to cross the open waters to an unknown place we call Alika. The foreign whalers call it the Arctic. My journey was to hunt the whale. My decision to go was not an easy one. I knew that many Hawaiians who left to hunt the whale never returned. I wanted to bring money home to my chief and to my family. My desire to go was strong. On the day I departed, I ran like the wind to see my family. Dad was fishing. Mom was beating her bark cloth. The rest of my ohana was working in the taro fields or preparing fish for our feast. Like thousands of other Hawaiians before me, I set out on a ship that looks like a great flying bird, so different from the canoes of our ancestors. I left the home of my parents and the verdant valley, the beautiful lands, the handsome features of my birthlands in the time of Velo. It was March 1876. As we sailed from the lands of my birth, I watched our islands grow smaller. The distance grew, and soon my family and my islands were no more. I stood with some friends on the ship Halekano, led by Captain Green. I traveled the deck with nostalgic grief of leaving my island home. My insides were not entangled with worry. I really wanted to hunt the kohola, the whale. We traveled for many moons. I was far from home. I made friends with many others on board. They came from many places. Many spoke different languages. Some chanted, others sang sea shanties and played instruments I have never seen before. Some from New England carved images into whale teeth, teeth sacred to us, for making the Leiniho Palawa of our chiefs and chiefesses. Finally, we reached our destination, Alika, the Arctic. The cold numbed our fingers and feet. My lips shivered. Our clothes provided no warmth. Never imagined it would be like this. I saw many whaling ships and mountains of floating ice, not unlike our small island of Molokini. As I stood atop the crow's nest, my heart jumped, and excitement grew as I saw the spouting of a whale. Smells and sounds of his thrashing filled the air. We pursued the whale. Soon a new danger gripped us. Large crushing ice stranded our ship. 4 of us, 2 Hawaiians and 2 Tahitians, reached another abandoned ship. Our hopes of rescue faded when that ship also snapped in the ice, and we again became stranded. I barely slept that first evening. I kept thinking about other Native Hawaiian whalers who died abroad, and I wondered if that was to be my fate as well. I awoke. Our ship had filled with Nguru. You may know them as Iñupiat. The Nguru invited us into their small houses. I could only weep and kneel down in gratitude, for we were saved. They wore clothes made from the skins of animals. They ate much fish and meat, whales, walrus, and caribou. Their ways were strange to us. Were it not for them, we would have died of hunger or cold. While we lived with the Nguru for 10 months, the 2 Tahitians died. The dogs dragged their bodies away and left them on the ice. Only my friend and I remained. One day, some Nguru men heard about a ship in the cove. Without a thought of the cold, we ran, we fell, we ran again. We finally reached the beach and found the Nguru willing to carry us in their canoe to the ship, resting on the ocean. When we reached the ship, we believed in life. We were going to see the faces of our parents and our friends. My heart filled with warmth as I saw there were many Native Hawaiians aboard this ship, the William H. Allen. Nimble were our friends of one heart, children of the ebbing and loving lands. I am already in my homeland, a place where I am right now, amongst my own people. Like many others, I had gone to hunt the whale, to earn money, to pay taxes, to buy land, to start a business. I returned without money or gifts, but I returned to my land and my family, thankful to be alive. Though there were hardships, I learned much about my shipmates and their homelands, and about the Nguru who saved my life. Like us, the Nguru were following the traditions of their ancestors in a world that was changing quickly. Finally, the gangplank is down, and I will leave the ship with all these thoughts in my head, but they will have to wait. For now, I will go home and greet my family, have some fish and poi, and talk story.